show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by ADH Technologies. If we told you who we are, we'd have to kill you. And now, please welcome your host, Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein.
Yeah, welcome to the game. You see, I don't need technology or some computer to tell me why you're here. Yeah, I do. Remember, advanced technology made the ride possible, so don't question it. Let's go. Buzz in and... All right, that'll work just fine. Tell me what you think of this category. Digital technology and healthy bowels. So I'm sure you're all aware of the importance of maintaining a high-fiber diet. Never too early to think about it. This way you can avoid painful outpatient surgery. Yesterday. Anyway, what would a high-fiber optic diet consist of? Generous daily servings of aluminum, generous daily servings of glass, generous daily servings of silicone, or generous daily servings of nylon? Generous daily servings of silicone. No, but that's been an important part of my diet ever since Baywatch went into syndication. Wow. The correct answer is... Fiber optic cables use thin strands of glass to transmit data. But if you actually started the diet, I think you'd find your data transmission a little uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. I want you to hit... Nice going, big spender. This category is... WIT, the Welding Institute of Technology. Okay, you remember how in Flashdance everyone said Jennifer Beals was a maniac on the floor? Well, get ready for this. Suppose in the movie Flashdance, Jennifer Beals were an ENIAC on the floor. Which of these would she do? Calculate sums like she's never done before, conduct heat like she's never done before, cook like she's never done before, or launch missiles like she's never done before. The ENIAC was the first large-scale modern computer.
548, 34,
oh
96,
God, is she
85,
hot? Look at those
98,
figures. Hit the buzzer for the value on this one. This one's called Delivering Mail Through Rain, Sleet, and Spam. Yeah, no, I know, Queen Elizabeth II seems pretty stuffy and old-fashioned, but I think she's kind of a closet techno geek because she has, in fact, used email. Say that a lost email finally shows up in your inbox, and turns out it's the first email Queen Elizabeth II ever sent. Based on current events at the time, how might it read? No more Soviet Union! Woohoo! I have Berlin Wall pieces for sale. President Ford is such a bore. Or, I don't understand the Whitewater issue. Frankly, neither do I. Why didn't you pick this one? Ford was still president when Queen Elizabeth sent her first email back in 1976. So now that you got her email, she'll get a notification that you read it. And then she'll call you and leave a message on your voicemail asking you what you thought. And you can send her an email back asking to arrange a meeting, and then she'll write back and have you page her. Slap your buzzer and we'll find out. Here's a little something I call... Think about hiring a different ad agency. Hey, have you seen those annoying Think Different ads for Apple Computer? Say Apple devised a campaign around John McIntosh, for whom the Macintosh Apple is named. Considering how he discovered the apples, what might be a good slogan for Apple? Make mistakes. Try pruning. Plant deeper. Or find stuff. Plant deeper? Let me show you what I would have picked. Canadian farmer John McIntosh just found these things growing on his land in Ontario, which I think is more or less the way it happened with Bill Gates and his Windows. All right, buzz in and get your money's worth. Very nice. You want some trouble, my friend? You got it. Let's get into a Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat questions category is Subject, Dynamite. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a computer virus hoax, a Jimmy Walker TV show, or both. Cash in for each one you get right, and you lose some cash for each one you get wrong or don't get to. You got 30 seconds to get all 7. And we're off. Dienda, Virus, Walker Show, or both? Arena. Bad Cats. Baby New Year. At Ease. Good Times. Pen Pal. Yeah, you got 4 correct answers. Let me guess, you were just banging random keys, right? Here's your current score. You feel good about that? Let's keep going. Work that buzz. Very nice, respectable. This one's called Physics, the extended mix. Pay attention now. This here's a fill-in-the-blank question. So when you know the answer, buzz your little buzzer and type. You ready? If Einstein had theorized that E equals MC Hammer, to what force would the rapper be equivalent? This could do it. Type in your answer and hit return. Shouldn't have done that. In this equation, MC Hammer is equal to energy. Apparently, you couldn't touch this. Hit that buzzer and try to snag the highest... why do I bother? Your category is... Bob says math ain't so hard. Time for the trivia. Because he's such a do-it-yourselfer, which of these might handyman Bob Vila choose over a calculator? A divining rod, a protractor, an abacus, or a rubber band and a wing nut? Protractor. Actually, the amateur tractor pulls are better. Should've picked this one. An abacus can't do any calculating at all. It just keeps track of numbers for people who can already count. You know, like Bob. But remember, before doing any calculating, be sure to put on your safety goggles. Buzz in and lock on to the roadkill, dead ahead. Don't forget, when you see the answer that unites the pair of items on the screen, go ahead and buzz in. And pay attention to the right answers for the bonus round at the end. Time to start grinding your gears. Let's do it. Working class collar and depressed. What do these 2 items have in common? Deep brown and Parliament's funky blank city. And female whale. Score. Foot ailments and moonshine equals blank squeezing. Golf club and blank wind instrument. Fireplace tool and face without expression. Irish famine and lazy couch blank. Okay, bonus time. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all kind of chips? You got it! Oh, you cashed in those chips, huh? Check out your score there, make sure everything's in order, and we're moving on. Buzz in and tell me how much the next question's gonna be. Okay, well, maybe you're just getting the hang of it. Here's your category. You're as sharp as a tachometer. Check this out. Say you need to reinvent the wheel. Assuming your wheel still uses the parts of a circle, which of these do you not need? An area, a radium, a center, or a diameter? No, wheels have a center. In fact, do this. Go find some heavy traffic and see if you can spot one. Aw, you've got a flat. Radium is an element, not part of a circular structure. But hey, don't be embarrassed. The cavemen could draw their plans out on cave walls. You had to try to think all on your own. Hit that buzzer. The category is LeMay Day. Okay, do you remember how General Curtis LeMay threatened to bomb the North Vietnamese back to the Stone Age? Oh yeah, he said it. I heard him. Anyway, imagine General LeMay's machismo got out of hand. If the North Vietnamese had been bombed back to the Stone Age, what would they not be doing today? Starting fires, using crude metal tools, domesticating animals, or cultivating crops? Metal tools didn't come along until the Copper Age. Folks during the Stone Age used tools made of, get this, stone.
And remember, before using any tool, be sure to put on your safety goggles.
Ow, my eye!
Buzz in for the bucks, baby. That looks good. Way to grab it. Try this category. Jingle all the way to the bank. Okay, first there was the Terminator, then you got T2, right? Well, there's no such thing as the end of a series when big bucks are involved. Except maybe this one. That's another story. Anyway, suppose the third installment in the Terminator series, T3, is released. Considering what a T3 is, what weak premise could explain Arnold's return from the dead? He was rebuilt from digital video analysis. A super collider regenerated him. He was downloaded from the net. Or magic. T3s are high bandwidth phone lines for transferring computer data real fast like. I hear studio execs considered calling Terminator 3 the downloader, but just didn't sound as glamorous. Hit the buzzer for the value on this one. Hey, kind of looks like you know what you're doing. Here's your category. Technology can be so wacky. Now, the fun part. What's this cute little thing called? ASCII, hypertext, an emoticon, or a cookie? Those annoying little smiley faces are called emoticons. Man, what a cold, impersonal world we live in. You know, it used to be you just go over to the person's house with your face all screwed up and your head cocked sideways. Work that buzzer to choose the amount. Sure hope this clue's not too technical for you. Geek me up, Scotty. And if you do really well, you should be really ashamed. Bye-bye. That's it. You got them all. I mean, you know, who the hell else was going to get them, right?
From the